Hi, and welcome to the channel. Now, I've been collecting and listening to HiFi for over 50 years, and I thought today would be the day to bring out a special video. A lot of people say to me, Mick, that famous old saying, what you know about HiFi you could write on a postage stamp. And that is correct, I make them right. I get letters every day about all the tips and advice I give out, but I think most of them are bluffing. Anyway, I thought I'd share some of my insight, some of the things I've picked up over the years. You may be wondering what this is. I get up to all sorts of things. Yeah, I had an old speaker and a lamp, and I made myself a speaker lamp. Let me just turn it on to show you what it looks like. There you go. Doesn't that look fantastic? I'll do an up and coming video showing you how to make one of those. It's straightforward enough. Anyway, back to today's video. I thought I'd show you 5 tips. Yes, 5 tips that are going to enhance your HiFi pleasure. So let's get on with it. Okay, here's tip number 2. Yeah, we've all had this problem. I've had tons of times. Okay, this is tip number 2. You've got your speakers set up where you want them, and they're right in the sweet spot, you know what I mean, right sweet. And all of a sudden, the lead ain't quite long enough. You've put it exactly where you want it in the house, and the speaker lead ain't quite going to reach. Now, you could go out and get a new lead, but that costs money. Some of these are 50p a pound a metre, some of them, and they're really expensive ones, over £2. So, what you got to do? Well, I'll tell you what you got to do. This is my tip number 2, is get these speaker extenders. These speaker lead extenders, these are fantastic. You get 4 of them in a packet, I think about a tenner. Put one in there like that, and the other one goes in there like that. Don't matter which way round. And that one goes in there like that. And don't forget, now you've got to make sure you get these right, the positive to the positive. In it goes, and the negative to the negative. There you go. And look, what a load of hassle saved there. Speaker extender. Now, one more little tip. If you want it just a little bit more, no worries. Look at this. Fantastic. Whoever invented this. Look at that. You can pull them out, and you've just got a little bit more room there. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing. So there you go. That's tip number 4. Okay, this is tip number 3. Now, it's important to get the turntable dead level. You don't want it to skew with. As you can see, this one, I don't see that bubble. Can you see that bubble? It's a little bit out. So I just got to tilt it up. Now, I'll come back to this spirit level. This is a special spirit level made by Wolfdale. This is very old, as you can see. But we'll be using this in another tip of mine. But anyway, levelling your record player, old record deck and turntable, levelling it up. You can use anything you like. I usually use a bit of spare change. Got a bit of spare change. You can level it all up. So let's do that now. I'll show you how I do it. Stick that over there. I'll show you how I do that in this video. So here we go. Okay, there you go. It took me a bit longer than I thought, but we got there. So the deck's all nice and level now. That's going to play superbly. We're going to get a proper stereo image out of that. So it's worth the effort. What I'm going to do, I'll use a few more coins than I thought I was going to have to use. But there you go, that's how it happens, that's what happens. So I'm going to tot up how much that little tip's cost us. I mean, you're maybe drifting, you may get away with spending a little bit less. But if you have to spend a bit more, it don't matter. It's going to be worth it. So that's tip number 6. Okay, tip number 5. Now this is probably one of the best kept secrets in HiFi. Like I say, I've been doing this. I've been listening to HiFi and all that for over 70 years. And this is a tip that goes back, way back when. It was before the war this was found out. Now many people say turn the CD player on, turn the amplifier on, and warm up the old speakers for about 20 minutes to half hour. No one mentions this. you've got to warm up your air holes as well, because they could be cold, they need livening up. So what I normally do, and I like doing this when I go to an HiFi shop, or an old HiFi show or something like that, plenty of people about, because then they know you know what you're on about. You know this is a bloke who knows his stuff. Here's warm up the holders, and it's easy to do. All you got to do is sit back and relax. Follow my other 4 tips so the HiFi's all set up perfectly. And just sit back and warm your old ears up. It's easy. Here we go, look. Right. And you have to do that about 8 or 9 times, that's all. And it just warms them up. Just it's nothing really hard. Come down here, look. There you go. It's straightforward. Just warm them up like that. Like I say, I like doing this in HiFi shows. In shops when it's busy and that. It's excellent. People look round and they go, oh, blimey, he knows his gear, he does. Like that. Just warm it up like that. A few times, and it's fine. And then you're ready. A couple more times now, Mick, and I'll be ready. I'll stick the old D player on. Here you go. Look, all done. So that's tip number 5, and that's one you ain't going to see anywhere else. This is the first on YouTube. They should be grateful to me. There you go. There's 5 of my tips to getting a better sound out of your old HiFi. Now, I get some letters now and again come through. Yeah, I do. People send me letters now. I get tons. The old postman, he says to me, Mick, you're going to have to get a bigger letterbox. And that's true. Anyway, here's some of the ones recently. Now, I thought I'd read it. Now, I ain't reply to these. I thought I'd do it live on the channel. Do it live on the old channel. This one's from Dave. Dave asks, hi Mick, really enjoyed all the advice. Excellent channel. Can't get enough. Please keep the videos coming. Now, of course I will call. I will do. Don't worry about that, Rob. They'll be coming soon. Now, Peter asks, he says, Mick, I've just bought a new amp. And my Marantz D650. Would you recommend any speakers for this amp? Now, Bob, yes, I would recommend some speakers, because I don't think you're going to hear nothing without a pair of speakers. So there you go. Definitely get some speakers. Now that reminds me, when I bought my first new amp, this was years ago, I saved up, this was ages ago now. I saved up for about 10 years to get this amp. 10 years I saved up. I went away up London to get it. I walked in the shop and I said to him, I can't remember the model now. I said, I want this amplifier, here's the cash. And I was disappointed. He turned around and said to me, this amp's been deleted for 8 years. I couldn't believe me luck. So I think to myself now, if you want something, don't bother saving up for it. Just go and get it on the old credit card. Much easier. Or you'll be disappointed. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed the channel. And if you do, I've just got to mention that just quickly, because I know people always keep sending me tons of money and that to keep the channel going, all the patrons and all that kind of stuff. Please stop, don't stop sending the money. It all helps, it keeps me going, But you're going to have to stop sending the luncheon vouchers. I can't spend them anymore. I went to my local cafe the other day, I had a fistful of luncheon vouchers. Old 3 eggs on toast, 4 bacon, I don't usually do that. They said don't accept luncheon vouchers. I couldn't believe it. Oh, that was disappointing. I paid cash. Never again. So please don't send the luncheon vouchers, they're no good to me anymore. But cash, cheques, anything like that, of course, keep them coming. I just know that postman don't dip in, he dips in sometimes. So if you can make them personally, to me only, that'd be great. Okay, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.